You might already know some English. You can order food, ask for directions, introduce yourself. But the moment someone says, "So, what do you think about this place?" your mind goes blank. Small talk. That tiny, casual conversation between strangers and friends. It feels simple, but for English learners, it can be the hardest thing in the world. Today, I'm going to tell you 50 sentences, real sentences that native speakers actually use. And by the end of this video, small talk might never feel scary again. Let's start with the first group. These are opening sentences, the sentences you use to start a conversation with someone you don't know well. Sentence 1. Can you believe this weather? Say it with me. Can you believe this weather? This is one of the most classic small talk openers in English. Weather is a safe topic. Everyone experiences it. Nobody gets offended by it. Imagine you're standing at a bus stop and it suddenly starts raining. You turn to the person next to you and say, "Can you believe this weather?" They will almost always smile and respond. It's a door opener. Can you believe this weather? Sentence 2. Have you been waiting long? Have you been waiting long? You use this when you're both waiting for something, a bus, a table at a restaurant, a line at the coffee shop. It's polite, it's curious, and it starts a natural back and forth. Picture yourself at a doctor's office. You sit down, look at the person beside you and say, "Have you been waiting long?" Suddenly you're having a conversation. Have you been waiting long? Sentence 3. Is this your first time here? Is this your first time here? This works in so many places, a new gym, a restaurant, a community event. It shows you're friendly and curious without being too personal. Someone hears this question and immediately feels welcomed. Is this your first time here? Sentence 4. I love your jacket. Where did you get it? Now this one takes a tiny bit of courage, but it works every single time. Complimenting someone on something they're wearing is a guaranteed conversation starter. People love talking about things they chose for themselves. Keep it genuine. Pick something you actually like. I love your jacket. Where did you get it? Sentence 5. What a day, right? What a day, right? Short, simple, and universally understood. You can say this after a long meeting, after a busy shopping trip, after anything that felt like a lot. It invites the other person to agree with you, and agreement is the beginning of connection. What a day, right? Now let's move to the second group. These are sentences for keeping a conversation going, because starting is one thing, but staying in the conversation is a whole different skill. Sentence 6. That's so interesting, tell me more. That's so interesting, tell me more. This is golden. When someone tells you something and you want to keep them talking, this phrase does everything. It shows you're listening, it shows you care, and it gives them permission to say more. That's so interesting, tell me more. Sentence 7. Oh really, how did that happen? Oh really, how did that happen? This is a natural follow-up question. Someone tells you something surprising, your job is to react and ask. This sentence shows you were paying attention and it asks for the story behind the story. Oh really? How did that happen? Sentence 8. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. 3 things happen when you say this. The other person feels understood, the conversation gets warmer, and you sound natural and fluent. This is one of those sentences that does a lot of quiet work. I know exactly what you mean. Sentence 9. That reminds me of something. That reminds me of something. Use this to smoothly share your own story or opinion after listening to theirs. It feels like a natural bridge. You heard them, and now you have something to add. That reminds me of something. Sentence 10. So what do you do for fun? So what do you do for fun? This is a friendly and open question that almost anyone will enjoy answering. It's better than what do you do, which can feel like an interview. Fun is something everyone has feelings about. So what do you do for fun? Moving right along. This next group is about reacting, those small sounds and sentences that show you're fully present in the conversation. Sentence 11. No way. No way. When someone tells you something surprising, this is your instant reaction. It sounds natural, it sounds genuine, and it keeps the energy up. No way. Sentence 12. That's amazing. That's amazing. Simple and warm. Use it when something genuinely impresses you. Said with the right energy, it makes the other person feel great about what they shared. That's amazing. Sentence 13. Wow, I had no idea. Wow, I had no idea. This one shows honesty and openness. You're admitting you learned something new, and that makes you likable. Nobody likes the person who pretends to know everything, trust me. Wow, I had no idea. Sentence 14. Seriously. A simple word. Use it when someone says something unexpected, for curious tone, not rude. Sentence 15. That sounds like a lot of fun. A warm response when someone talks about plans or hobbies. It keeps the conversation positive. Sentence 16. Honestly, I've been really into that lately too. A connection sentence. Use it when you share the same interest. It creates a quick bond. Sentence 17. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Honest and casual. It shows you do not need an opinion on everything and invites the other person to share theirs. Sentence 18. That's actually something I've always wanted to try. A natural response to new experiences, food, places, or hobbies. It shows interest in a relaxed way. Sentence 19. I grew up in a small town, so it was very different. Sharing a small personal detail makes you feel real and relatable without saying too much. Sentence 20. I've been pretty busy lately, but in a good way. I've been pretty busy lately, but in a good way. This is a great answer when someone asks how you're doing and you want to say something more interesting than fine. It's honest and it gives the other person something to ask about. I've been pretty busy lately, but in a good way. Let's keep going. This group is for when you're at a social event, a party, a work gathering, a neighborhood get-together. Sentence 21. How do you know the host? How do you know the host? Classic party small talk. It gives both of you something to talk about immediately, and you might even discover you have something in common. How do you know the host? Sentence 22. Have you tried the food yet? It's incredible. Have you tried the food yet? It's incredible. Food is always a safe topic and a great way to start a conversation at any event. Point at something, smile, and say it. Easy. Have you tried the food yet? It's incredible. Sentence 23. This place is really nice, isn't it? This place is really nice, isn't it? This is an observation you're sharing and inviting agreement on. It works at a restaurant, a venue, a park, anywhere you both happen to be. This place is really nice, isn't it? Sentence 24. I don't think we've met before. I'm and then your name. I don't think we've met before. I'm and your name. This is the most natural and non-awkward way to introduce yourself to a stranger at an event. It's confident and warm at the same time. I don't think we've met before. Sentence 25. Are you from around here? Are you from around here? Simple, friendly, and almost always leads somewhere interesting. Whether the answer is yes or no, there's always a follow-up conversation hiding inside it. Are you from around here? Sentence 26. Sorry, could you say that again? A polite way to ask for clarification when someone speaks too fast or unclearly. Sentence 27. What do you mean by that exactly? Use this when something is unclear. It shows interest and attention. Sentence 28. I'm not sure, can you give me an example? Honest and useful. Asking for examples helps you understand better. Sentence 29. That's a really good point. Use this when you genuinely agree with someone or like their idea. It makes them feel heard. Sentence 30. I never thought about it that way before. Shows open-mindedness and that the other person changed your perspective. Sentence 31. It was so nice talking to you. A warm and friendly way to end a conversation on a positive note. Say this like you mean it because you probably do. It was so nice talking to you. Sentence 32. We should do this again sometime. We should do this again sometime. Not a promise, just a warm invitation. It ends the conversation on a positive, forward-looking note. We should do this again sometime. Sentence 33. I'll let you get back to it. I'll let you get back to it. This is a polite and natural way to end a conversation without it feeling abrupt. It shows you respect their time. I'll let you get back to it. Sentence 34. It was great running into you. It was great running into you. Use this when you've bumped into someone unexpectedly, an old coworker, a neighbor, someone from your past. It's warm and it closes the conversation beautifully. It was great running into you. Sentence 35. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Simple, kind, and genuinely warm. Better than just bye. It leaves the other person feeling like you actually care. Take care of yourself. We're in the final stretch. These last 15 sentences cover everyday small talk moments at work, at the shop, with neighbors. Sentence 36. Any fun plans for the weekend? Any fun plans for the weekend? A Friday classic. Easy, cheerful, and everyone has an answer, even if that answer is nothing and I can't wait. Any fun plans for the weekend? Sentence 37 through 50. Let's go a little faster now, because by this point, you've got the rhythm. 37. How's everything going with you? 38. Did you catch the game last night? 39. I've heard really good things about that place. 40. You look like you're in a good mood today. 41. I can't believe how fast this year is going. 42. What are you up to these days? 43. I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been up to? 44. How are the kids doing? 45. Please try that coffee shop on the corner, it's amazing. 46. Did I hear that right? 47. That's exactly how I feel. 48. I was just thinking the same thing. 49. You always know how to make me laugh. And 50. I'm really glad we ran into each other today. You just learned 50 real, natural English sentences for small talk, not textbook sentences, real ones. The kind you hear at coffee shops, at work, at parties, on the street. Your challenge this week is to use at least 3 of these sentences in a real conversation. Just 3. Start small and watch how the other person responds. You might surprise yourself with how naturally it starts to flow. And I want to hear from you, which of these 50 sentences felt the most useful or the most surprising? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one.